Hey everyone, we are back. I'm gonna play a few more of these horror games. We had a really good time earlier playing a variety. I think we played like 7 or 8 different indie horror games that we're featuring. We're kind of narrowing down what we're gonna feature this week on Indie Game Club, but I really want to go back and finish Gnarl Tag, especially since I know I was right at the end. So, for those who weren't watching earlier, Gnarl Tag has us trying to escape from this witch, and I really want to beat it. I absolutely love the look. I think we're right at the end of the game, actually. Oops. I think I hear the witch. So if you see me stopping and pausing, I'm listening for the footsteps. We played this for quite a bit earlier today. Oh god. You know what? I want to... Oh no, I pressed escape and I... Well, escape kicks you out of the game, and I should have known that. My fault. Use item will be X. Okay, I want to make sure I get this right, because we got to the end of the game, and I will say one thing that's frustrating about this thing is that you could be doing everything seemingly right and still mess up. So I want to make sure... I think I confuse interact and use item a lot. All right. Oh god. Oh, how can I not move? You know, I'm going to turn up the sound for you guys a bit, because the sound is a huge part of this game right here. Hey, what's going on, Evan? How are you, my friend? Evan, are you a fan of horror games? Oh god. Hey, Emmy, how are you? Thanks for sharing the stream. I appreciate it. We're continuing from what we did earlier. We played several hours of different games, and we're coming back to finish this one up. We are right at the end. Oh god, that sound. So this game is Gnarled Hag. Oh, God, up the steps? She honestly got me up the step. That hasn't happened before. Alright, so if you're watching this, I will say that's the one frustrating thing about this game. It's a really solid game, but if you make a mistake, or in that case, you just happen to get hit by the witch, it's instant KO, and the whole game is over. So after a while, so you guys will see me, I got a pattern that I'm doing here. But you still have to hide. I turned up the sound so you guys can hear like the steps. And you can hear the hag walking up and down the steps, but it's still challenging. So we keep getting to like the very end of this. We're definitely doing better than before. So if you see me pausing, I'm listening for the sound of her walking up and down the steps. This game has been scaring the hell out of me earlier. So we're going to wait for her to come back because she slides through the doors that way. I don't know if you guys can hear all that sound. We were talking about this earlier, the sound, and we were thinking about whether her eyes move. There we go. Let's hope she doesn't go up the steps. Because once she gets her eyes on you, it is super hard to dodge her. A little too hard in some ways, I would say. God. Oh, why did I do that? I knew that wasn't going to work out. Okay. I'm honestly getting to the point where I'm just like ready to watch the ending to this game. Because it is, like, I know exactly what we need to do. We keep getting to the, or in this case, we don't keep getting to the ending because I keep on losing patience. So that must mean she's to the left. So the thing about this game is you got to look for like certain, or listen for certain like audio cues. So she's going upstairs now. Oh crap, I forgot the book. We were talking earlier about whether her eyes indicate something. I think it really might help indicate that, you know, she's looking up there, so the hag must be upstairs. Thanks everybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Appreciate it. We're continuing. We streamed for several hours earlier and had a good time playing through about 7 or so different indie horror games. So I'm kind of revisiting this one just to beat it. And then I think we had 3 more on our list to kind of narrow down to see what we're going to do on Indie Game Club this week. I wish she would have walked past me. Hopefully the coast is clear. So I guess her eyes are indicating that she's on the same floor as us. That part I still... Okay, she's below us then. So she must be in those leftmost rooms. This might be a good one to map to actually a controller, because playing it on keyboard is a little difficult. You're holding Shift Z, X, C, and then spacebar. Which honestly, the reason why I might have messed up earlier was because I might have forgot the difference between the interact button in the use item button. But after this, we got 3 more, so hopefully we can knock this one out. So all I have left to do, it should be towards the end as long as I don't make a mistake here. So I get this lighter and then I go down into the basement. Okay, folks. Hopefully this is it. Let's try this again. Let's get this done right. This is the scary part. Looks like there's some other children here. Pick up the book. Try to do this fast. Do this. Jump here. Walk here. Pick this up and use it real quick. There we go. Oh, God. Come on, run! Yes! There we go. I'm still holding run just in case. I was hoping for a little more from that ending, considering how long it took us to get there. But okay, that was cool. We did it. I'm glad we did. Glad we came back there. Literally, folks, earlier on the stream, we had got to the same part, and I guess all I needed to do was press use, or press use item a second faster in order to throw the axe at the hag. Because we literally got there, and, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's see. I think the next one we're going to try is a game called Dreader. Let me look through our downloaded games. Yeah, we played a lot of really good ones. A lot of really good ones today. Did I not download this game? Let me see. All right, this should take 1 second here. It's only 16 megabytes. So the game is called Dreader. All right, already installed. It's a dark and stormy night. How about a game? Dreader is a short mouse maze game with horror elements. Warning, this game contains flashing lights and stripes and may be unsuitable for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Game is controlled using the mouse. All right, let me try to update the stream right here. Let's see if it's on there. Nope, Dreader is not on there. Okay. Give me 1 second here, folks. It's loading up. Hopefully I can get this to capture correctly here. For a small game, it's taken a while to load up. Let me try this one more time. Hey, Bonsai Boys, how's it going? Good to have you here, man. We've been playing a lot of games today. I took a brief break there, but we played several hours worth of games. I think we beat 7 games earlier, and now we got 3 or so more. We're kind of going through these different indie horror games. A lot of really good stuff. A lot of really good stuff. Although this might be the first game that we're trying to load that isn't working. So I'm going to try this again. The game we're trying to play is called Dreader. Let me see if I can find the folder and open it up manually. Yeah, it was pretty cool, wasn't it? I really like that one. Gnarled Hag. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I don't know what's up with Dreader, y'all. This might be the first game of the night that we might not... Let me uninstall and try it again. It's such a small file. Yeah, Bonsai Boys, did you see any of the other games that we played earlier in the day? I got kind of a good list of stuff. Spookware is a really good one. We started off with that one. That was like a WarioWare game. We finished off with Perfect Vermin, which was a really interesting game that seemed to have a lot more deeper there than meets the eye. Still wanted to play Leanthus, Fishing Vacation, and Dreader. Hopefully we can get Dreader working right here. We're about to see. All right, we're going to try to reinstall this and see if that helps. I have not. I think Bonsai Boy said, have I played Spiritfarer yet? I have not. And I believe I have it. I think it's on Game Pass as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? But I think I also got it through a Humble bundle, like when it first launched. But I have not played it yet. I assume you have? What are your thoughts about it? It looks really cool. I heard how kind of chill it is. I got to be honest. I think it's funny that I was intimidated a bit by, a game where you had to build a lot of stuff, which I know it's like, really you don't, and it's pretty laid back, but I was like, I'll save that for a little later because it seemed a little bit more involved, but I definitely want to play it. Yeah, we might have to skip Dreader, folks. This game, for whatever reason, is not working, which is disappointing because it looked really cool, but we can come back to that. I think we can go ahead and play Leanthus, which I know is fairly recent because I remember seeing it, a release trailer for it, that looked really cool recently. I think Itch featured it. So let's try this. Let me see if I can... Okay, well, it's already loading up, no problem. This one looks like it has a controller support, so let me see. Music's already cool. I'll get it up on the screen in 1 second for everybody right here. Oh, it already is. Perfect. Let me get it full screen on my end. That's bizarre. The classic. Okay, there we go. Alright, I don't know much about this game, as you guys know. Let me adjust my nose ring here. As you guys know, I try to go into a lot of these blind. Similar mechanics to what, Bonsai Boys? I'm very curious. You said, ironically, I was developing a game with some very similar mechanics. To which game are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about the Spirit Fair. Yes, of course. Yeah, I remember you talking to me about that, actually, at 7th Street Market. You told me about that. I vividly remember. I think this is the place. Bed Nebre. Ski Leanthus. Did it work? Oh no! I love this look already. Let me adjust this audio real quick, everybody. Yeah, I remember, Bonsai Boys, we talked about it. Yeah, is that something you want to go back to at some point? I really love this look here. Compass unlocked. Wide arrow points north. Okay. I don't know if that's a straight indicator that we should go north or not, but let's explore a little more. So far, it doesn't seem like I can press anything else. Yeah, I feel you on that, Bonsai Boys, and to be honest, I feel like, and I have to remind myself of this sometime, but just to always do a design whether somebody's doing it or not. There's plenty of designs I have that are, you know, somebody ends up doing something similar, and you're still gonna have your twist on it. The spell must have revived you. I love this look. Kind of reminds me of a short hike. I know it's not the same, but that man to the east tricked me, and now I've unleashed the darkness. It's all my fault. Can I rotate the camera? There's a little rotation with the second stick, I guess. You know what's going to be interesting once I actually play the combat in this game, because I've gotten to the point now where I've played so many indie games and at conventions and everything that part of me feels like I've actually played this game with the developers. But maybe not. I feel like it was a little different. Yeah, good point, Bonsai. Saying shadows would help in knowing what's passable. I think that's it. That's an excellent point. But it might, with such a simple look, it also might add a little, make it a little too busy, if that makes sense, or minimize what is casting a shadow potentially, right? Not have everything cast a shadow. It seems, is it me or is it my compass that like seems to be like killing things? Or is it just me getting close to objects? Let's see, like this compass. No, I guess me just looking at them. I don't think I can go there. I think it's just supposed to guide me to the right path. Well, I say that, and then I'm over here, and it doesn't seem like it is. So far, no control still. You could cast fairly simple 70% opacity box shadows on the tree lines. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Are there other pixelated? I guess you can choose how pixely it is. That's cool. Since there's no controls, I'm also pressing buttons just to see what buttons actually work. So these black hats led me here, and then what I'm supposed to do? Is it not? It doesn't look obvious to me. Yeah, I think the pallets are unlockable as well. I mean, I'm already, like, am I supposed to go back? It seemed like to indicate for me to follow those black cats. I thought that was like a slight, not a checkpoint system, but a marker system to indicate where to go. And now it seems that's not the case. X button to throw. Okay. Guess I hit these flowers. Okay. What if I try to hit these skulls in there? I doubt I can like retrieve something on that, right? It's really sensitive, I should say. Like, wildly sensitive. Wow, okay. Yeah, Bonsai Boys, I'm with you. I love the look, but readability is definitely a bit of an issue here. Like, I'm just walking back, and okay, I guess that's the area I entered, and just like being clear about where you left and where you're going to. There's just a little bit too much going on here for that. You can't stop the darkness. No one can. Oh, I do like that effect, though. That is really cool. Does it happen with all the trees? No. I think the dead zone's too high, that it wants the extremes. Yeah, which makes it hard for diagonals, exactly. This whole environment could be a little bit more readable. Just a few little like landmarks or a few things just to help. Because if you're going to have these kind of fixed camera angles and you're going to manually tilt them like this, then there's going to be situations like that where I don't know if I've just come back from something, you know, if I'm not watching everything super carefully. Just be kind of walking back and forth a lot, right? Because that's where I came from, right? And see, like right now, I'm caught on something, and I don't exactly know what, but I can't see because of this camera angle. And even my own weapon blends in with the tree canopy, so it's... And so see how I came, like, look, that's an issue, because, like, yeah, you go into the environment, and then it shows you where you entered, but then it rotates the camera. So it makes it seem like I came, what? From what direction? And isn't this back to where I started? No. That was back where I started. Okay. Yeah, especially with the camera auto-turning, for sure. Yeah, fixed camera angles. We were having this issue. We were playing some fixed camera angle games that were with a retro aesthetic, with like a PlayStation Era 1 vibe. Oh, these are like coins or something to collect? And fixed camera angles can have some benefits in certain cases, but it's a little bit challenging. Now, this is a little different than those, because those are more like tank control games from the mid to late 90s. I don't even know what harvesting these does, necessarily. But the gamer in me has to get to 100, right? Didn't one of those just turn color, or was that one always white? Yeah, I understand what they were doing with like the cool like rotations, but it doesn't help with readability. And I understand the simplified palette, all very cool. All you need is a few like landmarks or a few something to help the player better understand their environment. I mean, even like this, for example. So I'm in a situation like this, where I can't really rotate the camera, it'll rotate for me. You can like subtly rotate a little bit with the right thumbstick. Let's see, okay, now I didn't even know there was like an opening there. And is there an opening here? And as Bonsai Boy said, with the palette being what it is, it's hard to know. And so I have a natural inclination to go towards this wolf, because I haven't seen this wolf repeated in the environment like I have with the flowers and demon heads or bats or whatever. These are small things that can kind of make or break a game. Palettes unlocked. Let's try a different palette. I don't know if I actually like that better from a color standpoint, and I doubt that's actually going to make it any more readable, because I don't think it's as much about the color as it is the fact that it is utilizing these flat colors in such a way. Hey, but we're getting the hell out of palettes. That's pretty cool. Dawn Lemongrass. Well, that's strong. Let's run Dawn for a second. The canopy is just a little overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like, you could just have a different tree line. It's just a little overwhelming. I'm not trying to knock this stuff too much. It's just, these are the things I feel like if I was making this, I would want to hear, because it really... changes the feel of the game. Yeah, if you had the color lighten at the edges of the canopy, that would help a lot. Yeah, you could do that, or even just the transparency at the edges of the canopy. There's several different, I think, approaches that you can take here to help. And I'm certainly not, you know, if you've watched this a lot, folks, you know I'm not necessarily a fan of games that like completely hold your hands, but I think early on, especially when you don't know what you're doing, some basic hand holding is helpful. Like, I don't understand. I guess based on the story, it was that woman brought me back from the dead. I guess right here what I'm looking at is I'm going between like a dark world and a light world, right? Because we have this structure in the witch right here, and then I go through it, and it's the same thing, essentially the same camera angle right there. And now we have this witch, which, to be honest, I should have listened to her dialogue more to know what to do. But I don't know if it's the exact same. I don't know if this is going to be like Link Between the Worlds, Link to the Past style gameplay, where what I do in one kind of dark world affects the other. You know, the dark world, light world sort of thing, which is cool. But it is not really apparent what we're doing in this game, what the objective is. And, you know, early on, this whole cat situation to lead me here, only for that not to be the main place to go. Well, I got a power. Where did I got the power in the dark world, or was it the light world? I think it was the dark world. I think it was here. So maybe I need to go to the equivalent area in the light world. Because honestly, with this camera swing, it's just... Right? I'm just returning back to where I was, right? See, like, the thing is, like, it doesn't give me an indication of an entryway or an exit, so I don't even understand what place I came. I'm sorry that I'm just, like, you guys entered Michael ranting about stuff, and I was, but this is, I think, something worth discussing, honestly. Bunzo, the little Hades-style fire footprints is adorable. Yeah, I do like that. That is really cool, actually. Helps figure out where you came from down here. That's true, but when you start off, it immediately, like, when you walk from kind of section to section, Zelda-style, where it kind of, or isometric kind of third-person, top-down Zelda-style, you know, you'll have an idea of going from room to room. In this case, that's not the case, you know? Because you just kind of walk and then enter a new zone. Alright, that's dash. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a lot to like here for sure. Okay. Apparently that's how you get hurt. But now we can run through stuff, so we can go back to that area where we were, and we can run through it. So at least we have some idea of what we're doing. I think that was up here, right? I mean, like, even this right here, if we change this camera angle, you know, if I'm coming up here, it's not even apparently clear that there's this entryway to the right. It looks like a giant skull over there. Maybe we'll investigate that real quick. We probably can't reach there yet, but let's see. Okay, so we cannot dash through that. I don't think we've been in this area yet. You can cross that one fire. Exactly, the one fire from earlier. That's exactly right. Yeah, I know where it is. It's back here. The only reason, or I guess once you go through these things, yeah, you can come out. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I was just trying to see. We saw that giant skull, and that intrigued me. Made me wonder if I could go somewhere there. Is there another way here? Is there another path? Nope. See, even that. Witching is kind of cool. I do love games that give you... Doesn't that look like a Charmander or some sort of creature? A blue Charmander? I don't think this was it, but it was close by. Let's see what's here as well. Oh, is it so? And then this is the guy that we saw, but now the light version. Things are whispering from the trees. I feel like it's all closing around me. but it's better when you're here. Let's go. Were these crows back in the were they in the light world before? Get back to where was it? I think it was over here to the left. No. I think I'm digging myself deeper into this forest. That's where we got the power. This is the equivalent of that kid we just talked to. So we came, I guess, through this small hole. So that should get us back to... Oh, man. Right here, right? Yep. I'm stuck. That's great. Okay, so hitting those things. Trapping him that way? And I get stuck. So is the only way I can get him by capturing him in the in that fire there, I guess? I'm assuming these sort of traps. So the key is just to wait, I guess, right when he's about to hit you. Dodge. I don't have patience today, folks. I'm going to say that in advance if you guys remember watching the earlier stream. Because all you have to really do is wait for him to swing and then move. This is a classic Nintendo 2 or 3 times sort of situation. Alright, we got him. Okay. We came from the left, right? So even that, honestly, that's just frustrating to me. Of not even knowing what direction I came from, how the environments differ. It's just... Yeah, I don't think we were here before, right? No, we were. This is where we came from. Bonsai Boys, is it just me? Am I going overboard on this? Like, this is a perfect example. This camera angle right here. So we start... This is what I mean. We're starting here, and so we're going... What is it, down? See, I don't even know... Okay, I go down, it warps me over here, and then the camera completely tilts to the side. And then it's going to tilt again, like this. Completely tilt. And so your sense of direction is constantly being... Look at this entire... That's a cool effect. And it allows you to, I guess, quickly see, like, areas like this. And, like, you know, see that there's some secrets. That's cool. That's been done before in games, like, in a good way. I don't mean to say, like, oh, that's a copy. Of course, that's been done. That's a classic element of games, to kind of change the camera angle to give you a momentary glimpse at potential secrets, right? But the way it's done here is just a little too disorienting. Bonsai Boy saying, no, I understand completely. It should be a button on the controller to snap. Yeah, there's several things they could have done, like you were saying as well. Even just the shadows, doing some translucency to kind of show the edge line. I'm just struggling with that part of the game. We already got this power, right? And I'm still not generally sure what I'm even doing, right? Like, I'm kind of just exploring, and that's fine. I'm not saying every game has to have everything spelled out for you, but it's like, if you're asking me what I'm doing right now, it's like, I guess I'm wandering till I find the next thing to do. I thought I couldn't do that before, but for whatever reason I can do it now. Okay. Can I go through this? Because of the rotation, I can't even see how I'm supposed to get in there, right? And this is an area where it actually makes it more difficult for you as the player on the outside controlling versus the player in the game, because the angle, the protagonist here seemingly can see better than I can. Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving. And even that, the screen shift from one screen to another, I wish there was some sort of indication of that ahead of time. I understand the effect shifting you here, but I would have liked maybe some sort of some aura or something to make you know that you're shifting into another screen, because I have no clue where I am right now. No clue. And again, that can be part of it. Getting lost and trying to understand your environment is a kind of mechanic all to itself. So that's fine, but a few of these things mounting together. Y to clone? Oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Okay. Wow, okay, now we're getting into some really interesting territory. Well, oh, they all died. No. Oh man, I was gonna have them like those parts in like Mario 3D World, you know, when you have all the different cloned versions of yourselves running around. That was 3D World, right? I know Captain Toad did that as well. I don't even know what the hell I'm collecting this for, to be honest. Right? Like, I think a game should give you a basic understanding of that, unless I missed it in the dialogue. But even then, it should be kind of reinforced with some gameplay. Because the whole idea of, like, what's the motivation for me to collect something? Clearly, this is going to mean something at some point. So I don't want to kind of miss opportunities, I guess, to harvest these flowers. But then at the same time, I just don't know if... what's my character's motivation in doing this. Okay, so the clones are timed as well. You can do some interesting puzzle stuff with that. For right now, it's just mainly used for me to harvest as much as possible. Maybe because of our size, we can... Like, am I stuck now? Why is this even a pathway? Right? It looks like a pathway. Do I need to press some sort of angle to get through here? See, stuff like this is just like, okay, there's a pathway and the camera's clearly changing. I guess I need to go up. No, I can't even go up there. And because of that fact, it also has this nagging sense in the back of your head that I'm missing something, right? Like, or that I shouldn't have skipped that area because there was something I should have done correctly. It is kind of cool seeing these people through the forest and wondering what our interactions with them will look like. But maybe this was just a secret for a palette that I forgot about getting earlier. I don't know. I'm curious also, this doesn't seem to have... I guess it auto-saves. I'm trying to think of how saving works here. I already feel like I'm doing the wrong thing by going back, right? Because it led me here with this new cloning mechanic, unless I'm playing it at the wrong time, which there's no reason to indicate I am. Oh, that camera swerve. Oh, that's a cool effect. Can I take these guys with me to the Dark World? Nope. They die so quickly, however, that I'm sure in a combat like this, you fool. Come to my world now. Leanthus. I will have your shadow. What just happened? The other thing is this compass is supposed to point north, and I guess that helps. Am I supposed to dash out of this? What am I supposed to do to get this off? Just immediately die. Alright. Take this off. Yeah, the camera throws off the flow of being able to dash for sure. Because I mean you're dashing based on, you're moving and everything based on your camera angle, and if the rotation therefore changes where you're dashing into, and yeah, it doesn't feel as tight as it could. I love the look though, and I love the, there's a lot to like here. And I haven't, but this part I don't get either. It just looks like I instantaneously die. Should I not clone then? Is that the lesson? Is this like a trial and error sort of situation where you have to die in order to realize that you're not supposed to take his skeleton sort of things? No, it immediately clones you. Okay, my guy's fine. I still don't have any idea what just happened there, but okay. What am I supposed to do right there? Alright, Bonza boys, can you help me with this part? Or if anybody else is watching, I'm curious. What I could possibly be doing wrong there. Oh, I gotta resurrect his skull to bring myself back. So he infects all of us. And then I guess I'm supposed to learn that I need to resurrect another skull. So I'm about to die, so let me resurrect the skull. There we go. It's a little hard to figure out, to be honest. But I get it, that's cool. Oh no, 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 no! Dying with a clone gives you full health? Okay. Good to know. I guess I need more clones to do this part. Okay, I got the clone. So I need to constantly look for skulls when I die. I should probably leave a few of those, to be honest, and not just take them all up. Like, right? Because of, like, a situation like now, where I can't find any skulls. Yeah. So I guess that's the lesson. Leave a few behind if you don't need to pick them up. God, what is that thing doing that to me? Come on, pick it up. Did I die? What just happened? Okay, I guess I died. Thanks for following, Benzospon. Appreciate it. If you're just joining us, everybody, we're playing Leanthus. It's a fairly recent game. I want to say it came out in the last couple months on itch. See, that skull was right there, and didn't one of the guys destroy it? Uh-oh. Fatal error. Okay, well, the game just crashed. Okay. That sucks. I wonder if it, the fact that it crashed, that is. I want to see if it saves where I was. I don't even remember where the boss was, to be honest. I honestly don't remember where the boss was. And I feel like we finally got the flow of the boss, and I had no idea where he was. Right? It's the Dark World. But see, even stuff like this, where it shouldn't be... This isn't part of, like, the fun of the game, is, like, you know, having to discover where you were to begin with. I'm going to switch over to the next game. I'm going to come back to this later. I think there's definitely potential here, and, you know, shout out to the developers. And I love this Dark World, Light World. I think there's maybe some more things that can be done to utilize both worlds. Bonsai Boys, okay. We're going to the next one. You might have liked some of the earlier ones. Bonsai Spookware was really good. I mean, overall, today's been a great day for different indie games that, you know, you never know when you're gonna play any game, whether it's gonna click with you or not. And definitely a lot of good ones today. This one's supposed to be good as well. It's called Fishing Vacation. Now, all of these are Halloween themed. So even though some of them might not seem like they're gonna be scary, like if folks watched Parsnip earlier, the game that kind of looked a bit, I guess, a bit like Cuphead. And it seemed like a sweet story about a buddy making a cake. There was more to the story than that, of course. So this game that we're about to play, Fishing Vacation, we should say it is, let's read the description. Get ready for the vacation of a lifetime. Fishing Vacation features a nice, calming atmosphere and plenty of fish in the lake. Reel in a big one as you discover what a true vacation is all about. Sweet. Okay. C, X, or B. Let's see. Hold on, everybody. I don't know what's up with this damn capture. Oh, man. Recently, I can't even read it actually. On my screen, it's so distorted. I'll read this, then I'll have to readjust it, because for whatever reason, this capture on both ends, what you're seeing and what I'm seeing, is not how it should look. It said, I recently received a letter from an old friend. In it was an invitation to a fishing trip. It'll be just like old times, my friend wrote. A wave of nostalgia washes over me as I reminisce. It's been well over 10 years since I'd been there last. As children, we'd visit their uncle's cabin by the lake. The lake always had the largest trout you'd ever seen. I slowly regained my composure and made up my mind. I immediately wrote back, accepting my friend's offer, not knowing it would be my biggest mistake. I should have never went on that damned fishing vacation. This is the way you have to dance to this type of music. So then he says, if you go, you're as good as fired. Anyway, long story short, gonna need to find a new job. But hey, we need a break every now and then, right? Either way, I'm glad you could make it, buddy. In all honesty, I forgot all about the good old days. But when I got mailed the cabin key from my uncle, all those memories hit me like a trout over the head. How has your uncle been, by the way? You know, I'm not too sure. The letter he sent was the only contact we've had with him for years. Last I saw, he was going through the divorce. Must have been tough, especially for my little cousin. My uncle seemed pretty happy about it, though. Oh, we're finally here. A bit more rundown than I remember. Is my uncle even here? Well, only one way to find out. Last one in's a rotten flounder. Alright, let me try to adjust this screen here. Yeah, why is this doing this? This sucks. Alright, that's more like what I'm seeing, although honestly, this is... I'm literally playing on this tiny window because these settings won't work. Yeah. Great.